What you can expect from the Great Christmas Feast is quite simply the very essence of Christmas. The serious, moving, heartfelt side, the joyous, hilarious, celebratory side. It's an extraordinary Christmas meal woven within the greatest Christmas story ever told, A Christmas Carol. It's extraordinary live music inches away from your table.
You can expect an evening full of joy, full of generosity, full of Christmas spirit, full of music, dance, laughter, crying, sadness, literally everything under one roof.
It's quite hard to imagine in 2024 that there was a time with no Christmas Carol, with no Scrooge, with no Tiny Tim, that these people did not exist and they were not part of Christmas. What makes the Great Christmas Feast special, what makes it unique, is that it is trying to capture not only that story in the most intense and vivid way possible, but also the moment that it came into the world. It's everything you could possibly want from that special Christmas experience that we're all obviously looking for every year.
The performance in front of your eyes is going to be this extraordinary fusion of theatre, music, and physical theatre. The food across your table is going to be 3 courses of Victorian fine dining, paired with extraordinary cocktails and wine lists inspired by the Victorian era. The setting of the production is this extraordinary, fantastical world of Charles Dickens's house in 1843 that gets transported and completely changed into the world of the story.
It feels so wonderful because it's based in reality. Charles Dickens used to put on performances of his books in his own home. So everything is based in reality of Victorian Christmas. These are the things that people ate and drank at that time. Obviously then it's given modern skill and flight of fancy and imagination and technique and all of these things that make it this overwhelming, indulgent, modern experience.
The food is there to help lead you by the hand into the world that we've created. But we're not trying to tell the story of A Christmas Carol on a plate. We're trying to give you a plate of food which makes you feel as though you're in A Christmas Carol.
These dishes are being created by a team, and particularly by our head chef, Ash, whose history and lineage is through some of the greatest restaurants in London. This is someone that's worked for Gordon Ramsay. This is someone that's been head chef at restaurants like Temper in Soho or Smokestack in Shoreditch. It's someone with that background coming into a theatrical experience and creating food for that world.
The entire drinks menu is inspired by the recorded contents of Dickens's own cellar at the time of his death.
Dickens had literally hundreds of bottles of booze, from like fine champagnes to clarets to bottles of gin. I mean, this guy loved to drink. And we've taken that as the inspiration and we've created this amazing menu of cups and bishops and concoctions steeped in that Victorian tradition.
For instance, he describes his own recipe for a smoking bishop. We literally take the recipe every single year and we tweak it, we make it better and better. In our heads, the smoking bishop is now perfect. I think it is the best mulled wine in London.
Quite a few people now have performed the role of Charles Dickens in the Great Christmas Feast over 7 years, but last year, Alex Phelps came through that experience with jaw-dropping skill and charisma, and I think like connection to the role. And it was amazing to see him grow night after night after night, and just so special to know that this thing that we'd worked on so many years was in the hands of someone that was A, that skillful, B, cared about it that much. This is about having the most sort of powerful, transformational, emotionally rich experience. Our ambition is never that you feel like, oh, there's some music, or here's a piece of food, there's a bit of theatre. They're all woven into each other. They're all part of one exclusive vision, one single concept.
You leave the space feeling lighter, feeling brighter, feeling happier, feeling more connected to one another, feeling like you're able to express yourself and love one another just that little bit more. It's the greatest thing to do at Christmas, and you've got to go.
It's tears, it's joy, it's the greatest Christmas story ever told. It's just so special, I can't wait.